Hey everyone, it's Thursday night. What's the weather like out? I mean, I've damaged myself. I've got a strain myself. Bloody lifting something. It's killing me. Can't sit down or anything. Really, really is killing me. So anyway, I'll try and carry on with this. JK isn't coming on until half 8 or something like that. It's going to be a bit late. And let's just hope everything goes well tonight. That's all. Honest to God, I feel too fancy, God. It's just nuts. Critics, club trustees will be virtual referees on behalf of Liverpool supporting shareholders to ensure all goes ahead in a fair and unbiased manner, home and abroad. Make you well into that. Ali Nus, Romanian friend. Good evening, Ali. Hope you're well. And Paul Turner. Evening, Frank. Hope you're okay. As I said, Paul, I was lifting something and I strained myself. It's killing me. I shouldn't be lifting things. I shouldn't be lifting things. It's as simple as that. But anyway, Jeff Goulden, the great writer, Liverpool writer, he just wrote a book. I'm going to show you it. It's only on my phone, and it's called Red Dawn: The Ballad of Tom Watson and Liverpool FC's first champions. Looks great. Jeff Goulden and Kieran Smith. I hope you can see this. That's it. That's Goulden there. They're the lads that won the very first championship for us. The first one at 20. Not 19. First one. That's great. That's Jeff Goulden. That's Jeff. What a lad. What a writer. And Kieran Smith as well. The two of them. Paul Turner says, I was at the Empire Theatre last night, Frank. Great to hear stories of Bill Shankly from Kevin Keegan, Ian Kelly, and Bill's granddaughter. Was that Karen Gill? His granddaughter. This lovely girl. Really lovely girl. It's Karen. Do you know what? I know Ian. Do you know? I know Karen as well. But I wish they would have had John Keith. John Keith, cracking fella. He does Shankly so good. He does him so good. And he knows loads of stories. But, nevertheless, you had three greats there, Kevin, Ian, and Karen Gill. Obviously, you enjoyed it there, mate. Paul. Evening, Frank. Evening, T. Dino O'Brien. Evening, Frank. Can't believe how quickly it's gone from Jurgen's announcement to now his final game, just days away. Yeah. Kenny Dalglish fanatic. This is Norman, isn't it? Tom Watson was our manager. Frank. He won 2 titles for us, also 2 for Sunderland. I have a picture of him. Here you go. Here you go. Yes, Frank, that's right. Carol. Yes, don't forget. Up to that. Granddad. Time flies, says Ali Noose. Put it this way, this time last year, you know, we were looking for new players. You know, we were saying about the summer. Just missed out on the 4th place. Looking for new players, you know, wondering who we'd get, as usual. And then, nothing. What I mean is nothing, you know. It wasn't in the air that the big Jäger was leaving. And someone come out and said, with the little crystal ball, and said, Jürgen Klopp will announce after Christmas he's leaving Liverpool. I would have said it, everybody else would have said it, and just said, hang on, he's just signed a 2-year contract. He'd never leave. He would never break that contract. I would have said that. So you've got to understand the reasons why Jürgen Klopp has broke his contract. There's more to it than people know. More to it. He just wouldn't leave Liverpool. He loves Liverpool. His wife, Ola, his kids love Liverpool. He made their home here. His wife, Ola was saying, you know, she was trying to convince him to sign another 5-year contract. Then all of a sudden, gone. Everything. Now you're getting the little sly digs. I don't know whether you've seen it or read about it, or, you know, all the little sly digs that are coming in now. From one of them, Paul Joyce. Where's he getting the information from? He's getting it from inside the club. He's getting it from inside the club. Isn't he? I wonder who's feeding him. I have an idea. And come to your own conclusions of it. Who's feeding him this bile about Jäger? Paul Turner, worst day of Kevin Keegan's life, he says, when Shankly retired. I couldn't believe it, actually, because I forget where it was. And then, all of a sudden, someone said, one of the lads shouted over, "You heard about Shankly?" I said, "No, what's wrong?" He said, "He's gone, he's retired." And he just said, "Oh, F off. Retire? Just won the cup." But there's nothing like this with Jäger. Nothing. Nothing like this with Jäger. Just retire. I hope you did not strain because of that. Do you know what? I know it sounds daft, this. I've got a big bed. It's a big king size. I don't know what size the bloody king is. And it's dead heavy. And he has an electric blanket on. And when Francine, I said to Francine, take that little blanket off for us, Francine. And she said, Dad, I will, but I'm in a rush. She said, I've got to pick Sophia up. She said, I'll come down to her. I said, okay. But anyway, I cried at myself right to lift it. Well, I lifted the bed up because the plug was on. The plug was on underneath the bed. You know, it was on an extension lead, and it was stuck. I couldn't kick it out, so I lifted it. I haven't been right since. It's killing me. It's been like this now for a few days. And I've got a swelling and everything. And it's frightening. And I've got this bloody itis back in my arm. Trying to send messages, you know, for my birthday. I couldn't answer. There was hundreds. There was hundreds of them. Bloody hundreds of them. So I won't be able to play on Sunday for Jürgen. Won't be able to be as a creative midfielder. Ali, I mean, was Christmas when was the video with Darwin, Gapcoat and Jones? Now the Easter passed and soon will, now Easter's passed and soon will be summer. Just crazy how fast we get old. I always remember, I forget who, I think it was Liz Taylor. And she was 40. It was on all the press, and she was even on the telly, you know, on the news. And she was 40 that day. And she said, once you reach 40, time will fly. Prophetic words she came out with today, Liz Taylor. Prophetic words. Nancy Leah says once you leave school, time flies, and she was right. I saw the photo of Jürgen in the centre circle around for you looking at the cop and going on to the famous stand. Bloody tough seeing, yes. This is why, honestly, this is why he would have never have left Liverpool. Put it this way. He would have fulfilled his 2-year contract. Put it that way. He would have fulfilled it. Because he's loyal. He's a loyal man. He loves the club. He said, didn't he? He said when I first heard that Liverpool were interested in me. Jumped at it. Gonna bring the Darrell up. There he is. Hey, Darrell.
Yeah, Frank, I hope you can hear me all right. I couldn't get my iPad on tonight, so I'm on the phone again. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we can hear you. As long as you don't rumble.
If I rumble, I grumble.
All right, now I'm just going through these comments. And as Paul says, I saw the photo of Jürgen in the centre circle around for you looking at the cop, then going on to the famous stand. Bloody tough seeing. Absolutely. CW. Frank, never has a Liverpool legendary manager left with so much backstabbing. Thank you. TW, thank you. Joyce, the Edwards mouthpiece, embarrassing. Yeah, I was reading some of his things, and someone's been whispering in his ear that out. That's what you call spin, you see. You have these people who are there. They're not press statements or anything. It's just just journalism. And there's a few things. And it was about Bobby and I think Henderson as well, and Milner. He wanted to give them new contracts. Let's give them new contracts. Why would he want to give them new contracts when he wanted midfielders? You know, if anyone's got a little brain cell, just think about that. And he knew that Milner was past his sell-by date 2 years before, but he had to keep him because we hadn't signed any midfielders for 4 years. Wasn't allowed to. Remember Bellingham, Tchouameni? Wanted them, never got them. No money for them. We can get into detail. We can have all our own opinions. Ali says, quote from Klopp, I don't want to leave. I need to leave. Think that. Look, I have to do a lot of reading. I really do. And I'm talking about bloody tons of it. And I'm a professional. And I read words. Significant words. Significant. What I mean is, I don't want to leave. So he doesn't want to leave. I need to leave. I need to leave. Think about that for 1 second. That's all you need. 1 second. I need to leave. We've all got brains, especially us. And as you said, CW, backstabbing. And our red bird. Hello, Earthlings.
Good evening.
Hello, Earthlings. The red bird carries on. I don't want to watch the Wolves game, but I will, though it's going to be a TFS. No answer to that, Red. No answer to that, Red. Paul Turner, remember the video, Frank, when Tony Wilson, yeah, and he was telling the young kid, he's like, you're having me on, aren't you? Yeah, I remember that. Well, I came from there, just there over the road, right there. That's where I came, Gerrard Gardens. That's where I lived. Brought up. Someone's asked me to do me memoirs, you know. Do you memoirs, Frank? If I did them, it'll be a roller coaster story. It'll be tragic, it'll be poignancy, it'll be love, it'll be happiness, it'll be sadness, everything. Achievement, non-achievement. So I'm seriously thinking of it. No, I have I still do a literature class every Wednesday. And this is what we're reading now, Day of the Triffids. Crack a book, you know, if you ever want a good read. Crack it. Because what we do, we read chapters and then we discuss those chapters. That's why words are very important in anything, in any language, very important. And anyway, one of them's she was She's a retired anaesthetist. And I was telling her about it yesterday. And she said, Frank, you'll have to get yourself seen too. If it, let me know if it gets any worse. So tomorrow I'll have to phone up the doctors because I feel awful. Like just before, I was feeling terrible. Even coming in here, sitting down, killed me. So you can imagine where the strain is, and now it's swollen. So thanks to that, Bird. I'll let you all know.
Get a doctor's, Frank. Best for it.
Yeah, I'll have to ring up a couple of them. There's always bloody waiting lists. Steve Evans, have a good show, Frank. Going to sleep. I'm absolutely done in, says Steve Evans.
It's a bit early for Steve, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, normally.
He should be sipping them beers down him by now.
I know he's been working to that. He's got one of those bloody jobs that keep him, 30 hours and everything. There's only 24 hours in a day. Anyway, Ali Loose, this year I will turn 40. I don't think about it. I will always be 25. My mum was always 39. I remember bringing 2 colleagues of mine home, and they came in, and my mum was getting ready to go out. Well, she was ready to go out. And they walked in, they were looking at her like that. And one of them said, might I ask you, how old are you? And she said, 39. She told everyone she was 39. Blimey. Liverpool FC vlogs. Hi, Frank Lee Brazy here. How's things? All right, mate. That's nice. Good to see you here. I remember when I was 17 and one of the owl fellas I worked with told me, once you get to 21, it flies by. I'm 40 this year. Time stops for no one. It's a well-known saying that. Time stops for no one. Mohammed Ruzik Hassan. I wonder if I've pronounced that right. Ruzik. Great name, that, isn't it? Okay, evening, everyone. Evening, Mohammed. Time is a man-made concept, so I am timeless. Now, how about that? How about that little bit of philosophy there? A little bit of Einstein. A little bit of Einstein. Time is a man-made concept, so I am timeless. That's great. Thumbs up for that. That's brilliant. Loved it. It is a man-made concept, no matter how you look at it. Because, they gave us a clock, didn't they? They gave us a 12-hour clock, then they changed it into a 24-hour clock. And each day passes. Like the other night, I was doing this. That was 24 hours ago. And just shot 72 hours ago, I was doing a post-match. Evening, Darryl.
Good evening to W.
Mohammed says, Man City and Arsenal is title is for grabs. Yeah, the title's up for grabs with them. And big up Aston Villa, quality for Champions League, says Mohammed. Aston Villa. Darryl, how did it go at the hospital, mate, says the Redbird. But you remember your son, little Austin?
Yeah, not too bad. Redbird got to go blood tests on Saturday.
blimey, don't come on the show. He'll end up with something. He'll end up with. I never thought it would get to me like this, being a supporter for 50 years, but I'm finding it tough going, says Paul Turner. See, when you're young and everything, you rush in there, and it's great having a couple of beers, going in. And as I got older, I wouldn't have a beer before the game. Wouldn't have a beer. It shows you, the old age catches up. The vlog, Ian. I'm sure we will find out the real reasons why he's leaving after he has left. No, he's loyal. It'll all be, these suppositions and conjectures and,
All the journos will try and spin it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, lots of spin. Lots of spin. Evening, Daryl, says Paul Turner.
Evening, Paul.
Kenny Dalglish fanatic. We here on this channel have said for months, Edwards has been behind Jurgen's leaving. Joyce close to Edwards. By the way, Milner Klopp wanted on coaching staff because of his influence in the dressing. Good shout, that. Very good shout, that, Norman. Very good show. Redbeard. We all know Klopp can be over loyal at times, but that's part of his nature. Is Joyce trying to taint the coach? Well, it won't work. So shut it, Joyce. But people believe it, Redbeard. People do believe it, and you know the people I'm talking about, don't you? We're Scousers. We know the truth. We know the spin. We know the crap that comes out. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. If you leave Liverpool, I've always said this, no matter what. If you leave Liverpool, you go. That's the end of it. Now, Kevin Keegan was mentioned there, being at the Empire. He wanted to leave Liverpool, so he went. We all said at the time, who will we replace him with? And we got the finest, Kenny Dalglish. The finest number 7 ever. And then, someone mentions about Keegan coming. I said, no, I don't want him back. What was I want him back for? He left us. He wanted to try somewhere else, No. Once you leave Liverpool, that's it with me. And it was the same with Edwards. And the other Pratt, when he left, with him. Now the back pair of them. I didn't want them back. Being honest with you, that's me. And all of a sudden, all this nonsense. I'm going to ask you now, I'm going to ask you, just please come out. Just say yes or no. That's all. It's just one word. It's only an option. And you know that it's Edwards' choice of manager or coach or whatever he wants to call him. Is he the best choice for Liverpool? That's all I want you to. No going in and saying about tactics or or anything like that. Honestly, anything like that. All I want from you is a yes or no. Is he the best choice for Liverpool?
No.
No, I'm asking these on here.
Evening, Frank, Darrell.
Oh,
Where
hello.
is he?
Oh, hello, mate.
Oh,
JK, the man who called. Frank, do you know what JK called? Do you know what JK called me earlier, Frank?
Go on.
Called me an Oompa Loompa, cheeky little beggar.
Oompa Loompa. Nice. Oompa Loompa. He's gone now. You've upset him. The blog says, sounds like it's LFC wanting to get rid of Klopp. Is that the thanks he gets for what he's done? Of course it is, Ian. Of course it is. Of course they're getting rid of him. Once they because he had too much power. Remember when Kenny had too much power? After that's what I couldn't understand about Kenny, going back. Even John Henry wouldn't shake his hand. Do you remember at Wembley? Wouldn't shake his hand, walk past him after the game against Chelsea. Then he was sacked and he went back. Couldn't believe it. But he's a massive red. But that's Kenny for you. That's not me knowing any ins and outs of Anfield, because I don't. But Milner was massive influence in the dressing room. That's why Klopp wanted him to stay. Of course he did. Not as a player. Not as a player, but to take the youth. Ali says, well, what happened with Klopp is just shocking for me. Klopp doesn't even end the interview on second day. We talked about Slot. Yes! After 2 days, Salah raged at him and threatened him after the game with the fire thing. Everything just went up in flames. That's what annoys me. That's what annoys me. That's what annoys me. And Redbird, can I pre-order a copy of your memoirs, Frank? It will be a bestseller for me. Thanks. If you could imagine, like going away, cup finals, abroad. But it's not only like about football and the saving of us during the 80s. It's about everything. Everything. It's about, as I said before, it's about happiness, it's about love, it's about tragedy, it's about poignancy, it's about everything. All the little warts coming up.
Bit of an internet problem there.
Is yeah.
Yeah. Should be sorted now. Yeah, what I was going to say, I'm not really happy with the appointment. And I don't really like the art of the appointment, the way they've done it. For me, that took the minus points away from him anyway. If he just kept it sweet, didn't say nothing, I probably would have liked him a little bit more. But for me, the art of the way they've handled that whole story is, for me, just got minus points with a lot of true Liverpool fans.
Who's this? Who are you talking about?
Slot? Who are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I was wondering.
Frank wants to kick off already. Chill out, bro. Who did you think? Edwards and the other guy.
Yeah, I said no.
See what it is with me with this whole situation. I don't really like naming names, but I just don't like the art of the way we've handled Klopp. So for me, they're all in the same boat.
Shocking.
Yeah. Shocking.
Don't forget, they've forgotten what they did. Very short memories. Very, very, very short memories.
Exactly. So for me, minus points all round from the top to bottom. Yeah.
So I just want to read this couple out. Can I pre-order a copy of your memoirs, Frank? It will be a bestseller for me. Thank you, Redbirds.
Put the link in the comments, mate.
And Paul Turner says, that's what hurts the most. He has been pushed out of the bloody owners. Don't want him to have control. Absolutely. He's been treated disgracefully. He doesn't want to leave. You can tell a mile off. I'm going to bring in K-Mac now. Hang on a minute.
Evening, Paul.
Good evening, K-Mac.
Evening, everyone.
Evening, K-Mac.
There's the man behind you. Look at him. Look with his glasses on and with his.
Okay, he's got some years on there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That's what it's like being at Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah. Half of the fans look like that.
Yeah, I mean, he took the weight of the world on his shoulders, didn't he? My wife said he doesn't look that different. I was like, seriously?
You could tell he's
He's
been
aged
through
a lot
a
in
lot.
10 years.
Yeah. That's what people don't understand, you know. The guy's doing his best and he's put a lot of energy into the club. It's going to age him, you know. We don't want the guy to get ill and stuff. So for me, the healthier he looked, the better now for us fans, you know. So, but you can tell he's had a bit of a toll on him.
I mean, I think I aged about 5 years in that quadruple running. The last 10 games. I think I aged about 10 years myself. Like every single game we played in that season towards the end was just like, oh my God, it was just so emotional, wasn't it? We were getting closer and closer, to that, 4 trophy haul. It was unbelievable.
But I said at the time, K-Mac, honestly, I said at the time, leading up to, you were still in the quadruple, people were saying we can do this. And I said, our lads are tiring. If we would have brought in midfield, this is at then, this is then. If Liverpool would have brought in midfielders, and I said this, if Liverpool would have brought in midfielders, we'd crack this. We'd crack this quadruple.
We only needed one. Just one.
One DM.
One DM. It's always been one DM, hasn't it? It's literally it. One DM.
And they still didn't sort it out, the owners or whoever's in charge of buying players. Like, come on, pre-January.
Still haven't sorted it out. It was still one DM missing now.
That's been the curse for the last years. DM.
100% JK.
They even said now they're not even concentrating on a midfielder in summer. So,
and they've even said no DMs for next year. Maybe that's what they want us to do. Maybe they just want the Liverpool fans to just.
Pre-January, I was searching South America for names, DMs we can look at, guy from Venezuela, guy from here, and I was thinking, look, we're doing more. The fans are doing more homework than the bloody owners, to find that DM. Klopp should have gave us guys a call. We'll give him a few names.
I mean, we've got what's his name, haven't we? We've got what's his name? Oh God, he plays for the Liverpool under-21s. He's the manager. Jay Spearing. We draft him in.
He could have done a job.
He's not gone anywhere. He's been with us. He's been with us forever.
Yeah. We can even get kept from Thuram now. His market value's dropped off 13 million.
On the cheap.
Do you know what's talking about Jay Spearing there, K-Mac? About 6 weeks ago, I was watching the old Liverpool, here at Anfield, Real Madrid, when they smacked them 4-0.
Oh my God, yeah.
And he come on as a sub.
He came on, yeah.
How does we do that,
Mad.
That was That was an incredible game. I was at that game, by the way. That was an incredible game. Like, all of it's a blur, really.
Yeah, them type of games up.
That was the Steven Gerrard. That was the Steven Gerrard game, wasn't it? I know we say like the West Ham game in the Champions League of the Steven, the Real Madrid thumping it at home was the Steven Gerrard game.
Raoul. Yeah.
That was that year when like Gerrard scored a hat trick against Everton and all kinds of mad stuff like that, wasn't it? He was just like on another level.
He scored a side foot goal. Do you remember that was the goal in that Real Madrid game? He side-footed it in.
Right.
I was like, yo, how did he do that?
I know. Defies logic, some of the stuff he could do.
And that's what Trent needs. Trent needs what Gerrard had, that drive to sort his career out. He needs it now, you know. This summer, sort himself out, get his injury, fitness, whatever he wants to do, but get some of Steven Gerrard's drive into his blood. Then you might see that. Yeah.
Feels like his head's being turned, you know, mate.
Feels like
really
that.
Does.
And
the other
hang
thing
on a minute, yeah. What's that? You know, millions of he's got 12 years experience working at the club. Who's that?
Edwards. We're never going to agree on Edwards, but
never.
Fine. But that's fine. Like, everybody's got their own opinions. That's fine.
Never.
Like,
see, the thing is, I keep saying this. Anyone who leaves Liverpool, stay away. That's me. Stay away.
I don't want to fall out with you over it, Frank.
No, of course you're not. I'm not going to fall out with you. I was arguing with a very good friend.
If it turns to shit next year, you can send me messages at midnight saying I told you so.
You know, same breath. Oh, way.
Anyway, if Edwards told the owners pre-January, hey, Klopp needs a DM in January, then you know what? He would have gained a lot of respect from those fans, you know? He didn't even do that. And he's been around the club for the past year or so, easily. So he could have a little word with them. You know what? If you want Jurgen to win that Premier League, get him a DM. He didn't even do fucking that. And that's what pisses me off the most. Like, come on. It was logic. Endo was not going to stay fit every game. As soon as Endo was missing, we went missing. So I think that's one point. Edwards could have won a lot of fans over by pushing for a DM. He could have done it, but he didn't. So maybe to see Klopp fail, so it's easier for the next guy to just walk in, you know? So
listen, lads, I'm going for a drink. I'll have to get a drink.
So
anyone reads out these comments, please.
Alcoholic.
Well, yeah.
He's going for a drink. He's had enough.
He's off to the pub.
He's off footers.
But anyway, you know, look, I asked if, Slot was the top choice of Liverpool. Would you have wanted him? And they said no. This is the vlog. We didn't need him. What we had is a top manager who should have been offered a new improved contract. He loves it here. He didn't want to leave, as we know. He was rebuilding for the second time. So, you know, chat about that for a while. I'm sorry there, boys, but I'll have to go.
I mean, in all honesty, like you need to kind of take your Klopp hat off, okay? Is that me, or is someone on? It's left his mic on.
Should be okay now.
Okay. I mean, we just have to take our Klopp hat off sometimes, because the manager really got us. Like, he had me at the press conference. You know, like what was it, like Harry met Sally in it? Like he was that kind of guy. He was probably one of the best managers in the world at the time. Like, he was suited for Liverpool 100%. But we have to kind of take our Klopp hat off right now, and we have to look at how the last couple of years have gone. They've not been good. They really haven't. The football's been poor. The signings have been poor. The way the club's been run has been poor. And we have to see that this was probably the right time for him to go, if he was going to go, because it wasn't going to change. We were still going to sign those type of players. Like, it's now come out that he wanted to sign Matip on a new contract. Like, we would have had another year of Matip being made of quavers and breaking. Like, if it was up to him, it'd probably come out that he wanted to sign Thiago on a new contract as well. Like, nothing was going to change. We were still going to carry on doing what we did. Like, and we started this inverted, and we weren't going to stop it. And it was going to be an issue. Like, next year was going to be another year where we probably will just end up third, and we might have another cup run. Like, is that really what we want to be, or do we want to go? We want to go one step further, and that's it. Like, that is really what it is. And I felt like we were building a team for Pep and Linders to take over. I genuinely believe we were building for Pep and Linders to take over from Klopp. And I'm so glad that we haven't got him.
Yeah, because that Pep Linders effect, ever since that came on the scene, we've gone fucking downhill.
Oh God, mate! Like,
I'm not a fan of the
where's the intensity gone?
Yeah,
like the book says, intensity on it. Read it.
Yeah. Practice what you preach, you know.
The thing about it, mate. The thing about it is, all these books came out by all of the players. By the way, Hendo did one, Robbo did one, Linders did one. Like, all the players were doing books, and like everything just and they started doing interviews on Sky Sports, like talking about tactics. Do you remember that one where Robbo and Trent literally told everybody how they play and what they do in the games to, like, make them as good as they are? And then you're like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you talking about how we play and how to combat us and the fact that we take a first touch in midfield and then look for a diagonal? Like, that's like the first thing that we do. Like, these are all like tactics that were revealed on Sky Sports in books, and you're like, what's going on? Like we're a force to be reckoned with. Like, don't be giving them any tips.
And the same goes with the way we've handled the slot. You know, but Daryl, what you saying?
I just find it really funny that even Ajax turned down Pep Linders.
The crazy thing is, Daryl, he was third choice for Salzburg, by the way. The manager they wanted buggered off to Saudi Arabia, turned them down and went to Saudi Arabia.
Oh my days, that's crazy.
The good thing about it, though, is we've got a really good link into, like, loads of good players now, because Salzburg are an absolute, like, you know, a plethora of good players. Like, the RB Salzburg group, like, they've got about 5 or 6 players in their team that are going to be on everyone's list in the next year or so. And we've got a manager that, like, we've got a great relationship with. So on the phone to him, there you go. We quite like Sukic. Yeah, okay. How much?
Yeah, I even think the Coop Miners stuff ain't going away, is it?
We're not getting Coop Miners, mate.
It'd be nice if we did. I like him. I think he's quality, man.
I don't want any more Dutch players.
We need a centre back. That's the first priority. I think centre back's the first priority.
The thing which gets me, and I don't know whether you've talked about it already, is the David Ornstein stuff. Have you heard the David Ornstein stuff?
Yeah, he's been saying Diaz is staying, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's the stuff he said about Virgil, Trent, and Salah, which gets me.
Oh,
and he basically said that if they don't sign a new contract, they're going to sell them after 12 before they hit the 12 months. They won't let them go down to the last year. That's what he said. Liverpool will not let them run down their contract, so they'll be sold if they don't. So you're now at a stage where, you know, Real Madrid have got a lot of power now with Trent. They have, because they can get him on the cheap, because we will sell if he says, I want to wind down my contracts. And then the Saudi Arabian clubs, they're going to be all over Salah, Ali, Virgil, because Liverpool will have to sell, because we've already, like David Ornstein said it now. David Ornstein basically gets his is information straight off Liverpool. It's so obvious. That's an interesting one, because I thought we might have those sorted out, but it looks like they're not as close as we think they are.
That might even work out now for Real Madrid's favour because of
Exactly.
Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies has said no to him as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I really hope it isn't. I really hope it isn't a massive change. Like
we don't need a massive change. We just need a little sprinkle of quality. DM, centre back, and then whatever else we probably need. But for me, a DM is 100% first priority for me. Centre back for me, you have to let Matip go. I wouldn't keep him. You know, I think that's not a real good choice of keeping him. Thiago as well. He should also leave. And then it just depends on who we're going to get. Like, are we looking for two centre backs? Because if Matip leaves, we need one to replace him, and then we need another one anyway. Because I can't really see Gomez playing centre back again.
But it looks like Newcastle have beaten us to toss in Aberardo and also Lloyd Kelly. It looks like Newcastle are getting both of those players on free.
Yes. I'm glad we're not getting Lloyd Kelly.
So we won't be touching that. I don't want him anyway, to be fair.
No,
so I'm not touching those. But I wouldn't have minded Toyson. I think he's a good player.
From Fulham, yeah?
Yeah, but I hope we go for Inacio. I hope we go for him. Like,
yeah.
I think
he scores goals as well.
I think he's got a lot to his game. Like,
I like Inacio myself.
Yeah. I think we're gonna get that Gertrude though.
I really hope we don't go back to Feyenoord. Like,
yeah.
I hope if we allow him to go back to Feyenoord, the Ten Hag stuff is really going to carry on coming. Like, because that's exactly what he did at Ajax. He went back and bought all his old players.
Yeah.
Like, even Timo Kupermeijs, by the way, Daryl, played for Slot for 2 years. AK
AZ.
AZ Alkmaar. So I don't want him going back for all his old players, or he is literally going to be given, Ten Hag 2.0 or 10 Slot or something like that.
Well, hopefully Slot is going to be in charge of the signing. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to go through some wonderful comments here, boys and girls. Thank you for holding the fort there for a little while. With the new midfield having their first season gel together, so why change things and now get rid of Klopp? That's just a straightforward comment from Ian. No, Ian. In 10 years' time, we're going to have a conversation about how Arne Slot's one of the greatest managers in football history. We've got the Dutch Paisley on our hands. Yeah, don't worry, lads, says Youssef.
I tell you what, mate, I really hope so. Really, I love the optimism as well.
He's taking the piss, to be honest.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's taking the piss. Sorry there.
Well, Frank, I've had to come off the video because my signal's not good, so I'm just on here like now. So.
Ian McHale says, evening lads. Frank, I've already got one of your books, Liverpool and Historical Perspective. Do you know what? When that came out, I didn't put that title in. And I just said, Liverpool Unravelled. And he went, no, let's make it. And he came out with that, and I always forgot the title. Someone said, have you written a new book, haven't you? And I said, yeah. What's it called? I said, I don't know. I just didn't notice. Liverpool in Historical Perspective. Anyway, he's aged because of the owners, says Paul Turner. Kenny Dalglish forever says, this is why our owners should be on Merseyside permanently. You cannot own or run a club. I just said, I told you one of the stewards when Werner came over, he's looking around somewhere and he went, excuse me, can you show me where the chairman's office is, please? Where it was. They had to be led. Yeah, mate, in there. Yeah, shall I look the door on you? Oh, unbelievable. Oh,
Sent him to the toilets.
I remember that Teixeira came on and scored.
Yeah, he did.
We were talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah.
Our Italian, yeah. But he scored a cracker as well at the week. Was it the week? Yeah, at the weekend.
Yeah,
Against Man United.
I think he scored like 2 goals and then just got binned forever.
Yeah, that was it. That was the 2 games.
He played up front. He came on, played up front, like, and he's supposed to be a left back.
Yeah. He was on the 2 games.
Absolute garbage.
Back to back.
Absolute garbage he was.
Oh no, but back to back. Think about it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Real,
Yeah.
and Man United.
Yeah. There you go.
You couldn't even make it up. Couldn't put us in a script. You go, oh,
No, I mean, he probably retired then, didn't he? After that, like, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah. Can't get any better than that. Yeah.
He wrote a book.
He looks like a skinny version of me.
Yeah.
He wrote a book, been there, done that, retired.
Didn't he get a nickname?
Dosa.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
Something like saying as a doctor, something like that.
Dosa.
Yeah.
But the fanatic says it's ridiculous. Please don't think I'm saying Klopp is perfect. He is not. But our club, our manager, can't have part-time owners like these. And he's spot on there.
Spot on.
They're just money ballers. I told you that. I went back to the very first day that they signed money ballers and hedge funders. That's what they are. And they've been doing it to Liverpool ever since. Our owners. Anyway, Dino, ultimately the injuries killed us. We had players burning out and the injured players returning, lacking sharpness and struggling for rhythm, which led us to becoming a disjointed all over the park. I think Atalanta psychologically damaged us to the point that tiredness became more mental than physical. That's a cracking comment.
Bang on.
But can I go back to Atalanta? And when the other fellow was injured, Alisson, I said, I don't know whether I said to you, JK, or even you, Daniel, I said, this could be a game where Kelleher, who's been playing great, could fuck us all up. And he did.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, he did.
And he did. That's what
Joe
we saw.
Gomez as well. Joe Gomez, second half, I've seen that guy sweating. He was burnt out. He needed a holiday there and then. And I was like, yo, we never seen him for the next few games. I seen his face just for about 2 seconds. I said, that guy needs a rest. And what happened? Never played for a few games then.
I'll tell you who was really bad in that game. Kostas Tsimikas. He was horrendous in that game.
And yes, some people say that he plays well, you know.
No, he was terrible. He was at fault for like 2 of their goals.
Yeah, it'd be
terrible in that game. But that's not his fault. He just got thrown into it. Like, you know, for that game, I really felt like we should have gone stronger.
Oh yeah, well we said that maybe during the week. We've got to go stronger because you were on the channel. You were on here. And you said we've got to go.
I mean, the team. We named the team that we wanted, and it was a strong team. Yeah. But that wasn't the team that got played.
No.
It was weird. It was weird. It was like he played a stronger team against a team that he was winning 5-1 against already. Nuts. Absolutely bonkers.
Wasn't that Union?
Yeah.
He even brought.
He hated that manager though. Like he had a problem with that manager because of Midtjylland, because of the Midtjylland game a couple of years ago where one of our players got badly injured, and he didn't like the manager. So I think he played full strength because he just wanted to tonk him, like home and away.
Which he did.
Yeah.
Linders wouldn't get a job at my local pubs by the side. I thought, what happened
He's a
to
good coach.
Ajax with him? He was
He's a
going
good
to
coach.
Ajax. I think Ajax looked at it. I said, I'll tell you what, you're not right.
He's a good coach. He's like Steve McLaren. Like, just you're a good coach. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we'll see how he gets on at Salzburg. But he was third choice for that job, by the way.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Not first choice, I think. You're welcome anytime. Liverpool FC vlog, says Paul. David Ornstein's more Arsenal than Liverpool. Don't know how reliable he is when it comes to us. And that's from you, sir. I'm getting fed up with Canate's injuries as well. Yeah, that's for you. The head came back.
Look, you know how I feel about Canate. Like, the guy just needs to be played as a central defender with no inverted right back next to him, and we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. He'll be amazing. Just don't get him to do two jobs at once. Like I don't even think Yap Stam could do what he has to do. Like, you know, put Virgil on his side and see how Virgil gets on. Because I think Virgil would struggle. You're doing two jobs. Like, Virgil's got cover. Like, he hasn't got the guy next to him running all over the place. Like, he just hasn't. Like,
so we just need a solid back four, don't we?
Well, we'll have that next year.
Let's stay in position.
Yeah.
Let's stay in position.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I just want to get to. I'm getting fed up with I said that, but would you this is normal. Slaughter's taken over an aging is not taking over an aging side. He needs a centre half, a DM, and a striker, and also a third choice keeper. JK, would you agree with those things that he said? Those positions?
Yeah, 100. We need a DM, 100% priority number one for me. We've got enough midfielders there already at the club, you know. Gravenberch, Elliott, McAllister. There's a big list there. But for me, a DM needs to be added to that. Striker, like we've got 5 attackers. Realistically, we need about 7 or 8 this season, the amount of injuries we had. So, but third goalkeeper, Adrian, he's getting 60 grand a week. They're probably likely move him on and they get someone in for about 15, 20 grand a week, you know, a bit of cheaper version of Adrian. But for me, a DM is top priority. But we'll see how quick we move in the transfer market, because I want the guy to have some time with these new guys, you know, not just get him in right at the end of the window. The guy needs time to bring the players in early and see if he can work with them.
Okay. Darryl?
Yeah, I agree with that comment, but I think we're going to need 2 goalkeepers. So I think Carlyle is going as well as Adrian, so I think we're going to need 2 keepers there. But the rest is spot on. Perfect.
Okay. Kmart?
Yeah, with
or would you like to add other positions to that?
Yeah, I do want to add one more position to that. With the goalkeepers, Adrian's definitely going because he wants to go back to play for his
local pub team. He's called.
No, I think it's is it
in the third division
there or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, and they're a club that play old goalkeepers, so he'll be able to play like. I think they're in the first division or something like that. Don't quote me. Like I don't follow Adrian's like history, okay? I just don't. But he's gone. Keller, I think we'll probably get like 25 million for Keller. Honestly, I think this is probably the highest value we'll get for him, and I think he will be great in the Premier League. Or Brendan Rodgers might take him at Celtic. That's a possibility. What else was I going to say? I think the goalkeeper we're going to get, we're looking at Alex McCarthy from Southampton. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
He's a good 30
Played the
plus
other day.
year old goalkeeper. Like, he'll do a great job.
Played in the
Like,
playoffs the other day. Yeah.
yeah, I think he'll be fine. Otherwise, we're also looking at I think he's a Swedish under 23 international who plays in Spain. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. You might be able to know it. JK, he came from Chelsea's youth team. He's about 6'9". Seriously, he's a monster. But that's what Liverpool want. Liverpool like really tall goalkeepers, and really tall defenders. That's like our ammo. The left-sided, it's a left-sided centre back that we need. I think we've got enough on the. I think we've got enough. We've got Robbo. We've got Owen Beck. Owen Beck was in the team of the season in Scotland in his first year, and he's a Welsh international. And he's not exactly a kid. He's 22 or 21 or 22 now. So give him a pre-season, and you could have another Conor Bradley there. Seriously,
See
he's
how
a
he
very
is.
good player. Yeah. You've got Callum Chambers, who Xabi Alonso wants by Leverkusen. Must be something about him if Xabi wants him. He's a left-sided centre back and a left back as well. But I do think we'll probably go for an Ashio. Like, I think he's got everything we need. He brings the ball out, which is exactly what Slot wants. He wants his defenders to be able to come out the back with the ball, which Virgil can do, which Quansah can do, Canate can't do, Gomez can't do, but yeah, and a DM 100%. Like I'm sorry guys, I'll say it over and over again. If we had Caicedo, we'd have won the league. It's just a fact. Like,
you reckon? Yeah.
We just needed an absolute cruncher. Someone who just. Do you remember those reducers which Henderson and Milner used to do in games?
Yeah.
And Fabinho.
Yeah.
And the whole team would be like, whoa, you know what? I don't fancy it. I don't fancy that midfield now. And literally one tackle, yellow card, bang, players rolling around on the floor in agony after like 5 minutes. And then Liverpool just steamroll them in midfield, because their midfielders are like, I'm not getting put out for the rest of the season by him. Like they mean business. We don't do that no more.
No.
We haven't got guys that do that.
We've been doing it for a year since Fabinho.
What we've got guys that they do that to us, and then we roll around on the floor, and then we're not interested. And that's the difference. We need a guy like that. And he probably needs to be Brazilian, unfortunately, or Uruguayan. And he could be called Edison, or he could be called Ugarte. Who knows? But I think one of them needs to be one of those. And I do think we need a right-sided player. I don't think Salah's going to be around forever. And I think we need someone to be behind him, pushing him next season. Because we've got no backup. Ben Doak isn't backup for Salah. I'm sorry. He just isn't. And Gapco's not backup for Salah. And Harvey Elliott shouldn't be playing right wing in a slot team because he's not got the pace. So, I think Michael Elise is just there. He's just ready to take 50 million.
Yeah, I'd go for him.
Like, seriously. Yeah. He's got 18 GA. Sorry, 16 GA in 18 games. Like, he's been injured this season, but this is his first big injury. So he had a bad hamstring injury, and that's the first biggest injury he's had in his career for me. Like, looking at it muscle-wise, he's got a release clause. He's about to go on to great things. He's 22. Like, he's a French international now. Like, we don't get him.
Now's the time.
Someone else is going to pick him up.
You know what? I'd get rid of Tsimikas for 40 million. That's what they were saying he's worth.
40 million.
No, Brentford. They were saying that was the news. I'm going with the.
Was that from IDK?
When I heard about that, I said, if Brentford offered 40 million for him, I says, yo, that's crazy. I'd go for Alphonso Davies from Bayern. Him and Trent on each side. You can't get better than that.
And as the Redbird says, hit the likes, hit the like peeps. And thank you, Redbird. Thank you so much. And the vlog says done. See, the subscribers are going up too. Thank you. Thank you. And Desena is currently managing a Serie C manager called Provicelli.
Interesting.
Provicelli. Never heard of them. Mind you, I haven't heard of some of the championship sides. Never mind this one here. Yeah, look. Right. Costas Tsimikas' touch on the ball are abysmal, says Yusuf. Touch of a trampoline.
Oh, that's a good one. Touch of a trampoline. That's a quick.
And Zeno says McAllister has been burnt out for over a month and Jürgen keeps picking him. It's no wonder his form has dropped off so dramatically the last few weeks. Up to Sheffield United, he was arguably our player of the season. Unfortunately, now people ignore context and reasons for players' form suffering.
That's spot on.
Spot on.
Spot on.
Spot on.
Burnt out. You know, I seen
Absolutely.
Gomez's face in that Atalanta home game, and I was thinking, I bet there's a few more like him out there. And McAllister, yeah, he was another one. You know.
So I listen to a podcast. I get a lot of stats from it as well. It's called the Under Pressure podcast. Like I don't normally reveal my sources sometimes, but these guys, they do the stats like they're incredible. And the best analogy I got off that, which they say all the time about so many of our players this season, is when you put them on the pitch, it's like sticking your fingers in a plug socket and just by chancing, do you get electrocuted or you don't? Because they are so run down and being ran to the ground so much, all of the players this season, just the mammoth workloads that they've had to do. That's what it's been like. And like the last couple of games, like there's nothing to play for. Like, why are you playing McAllister? Like, do you want him to be injured next year? Like, don't play these guys. Like, rest them up now. Send them on holiday.
Well, as the Scottish Bears says, Kelleher might be going to Celtic. They have the money and Champions League again.
I don't think they spent more than 20 million now, and we're going to want more.
It's whatever we get.
He's worth more. Like if you've got the Brighton goalkeeper and the Brentford goalkeeper for going for like the 25 million, like Keller's got to be in the same ballpark, hasn't he?
25, 30, no problem.
Yeah,
He's got to be. He's better than Vicario. I think he's had a better season than Vicario.
Yeah, lads, here's a comment. I'd like you to discuss this. I'd have Robbo, Virgil, Canate and Bradley at the back and move Trent into midfield. I heard Endo is wanting to go back to Germany. Not sure how true that is. K-Mac, what do you know about this?
The Endo back to Germany is very true. He's absolutely heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely heartbroken that Klopp's leaving.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll be
It feels
speaking.
like he was brought to Liverpool under false pretenses. Like, yeah, it's not good. He might go back to Germany, but he might go back to a better team, which obviously helps him.
Yeah, but then the Champions League now, Stuttgart,
yeah. I mean, it's weird though, and it's still got like they got rid of Endo and they got rid of their best central defender who went to West Ham, and they're like top of the table. Like their form's better than Bayern Munich's. Like I think they're like 1 point behind Bayern Munich.
Yep.
Like in third place.
Done
It's
well.
crazy. It's crazy. And they sold a load of players. They obviously made money, but they only spent like 12 million.
Yeah, they don't spend big.
Like that manager that's another manager that I talked about as well. And I can't remember his frigging name.
Holness.
Honus, yeah, Ralph Honus in it.
Yeah.
He's destined to.
Let's see how he does in the Champions League. I think that's a good place to show your credentials. You know, that type of manager, Stuttgart in the Champions League. Let's see what they can do.
Isn't it crazy, the German league, though? If you just think about it. Okay, so just put this into perspective. This isn't like Liverpool related, but just put this into perspective. You have 2 clubs last season, yeah, that were in the relegation zone when the managers took charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leverkusen.
And this season, those clubs are now first and third with the same managers. Can you imagine that happening in the Premier League? So can you imagine, like, obviously Sheffield United, just use Sheffield United and Luton, for example, yeah? So Sheffield United and Luton change their managers and they get them at the relegation zone last season, yeah? So they get them to like 15th and 16th, for example, yeah? And this season, Luton are top and Sheffield United are third. That is just, for me, that is insane. That's just insane. Like, how has that even happened? When you've got Dortmund, you've got Leipzig, you've got Wolfsburg, all spending big money, like much more than those teams. And you got Bayer Leverkusen, who are about to win a treble, by the way. Like, they could win a treble this year. Like treble winners. And obviously Stuttgart, like, in Champions League. That's just bonkers. Like, just put that into perspective.
Even Dortmund ain't even going to get into the Champions League if they don't win it, because they're like,
I know, and they're in the Champions League final.
Yeah, crazy.
With Dortmund, if Real Madrid win the final, do Dortmund go into the Champions League? Because they come second, and obviously Real Madrid will take that place. Does that happen?
No, because there's the extra spots going to Italy, isn't it? It's going to go to Atlanta, I think. They're saying.
No. Okay, so if you win the Champions League, you qualify for the Champions League, whether you're in it or not in the league. Like, that's how it works. So if you win the Europa League, you qualify for the Champions League. And if you win the Champions League, you qualify for the Champions League, whether you win your league or not. Yeah? But what I was saying is, because Real Madrid have won the league, they don't take that spot if they win the Champions League. So does that mean Borussia Dortmund get the spot?
No, I don't think it does, because when we won the Champions League that year, when we beat Spurs and we were all in the Champions League, Tottenham didn't get the Champions League that year. I don't think it does. Pretty sure it doesn't.
God, that's shit, isn't it?
Yeah. They have to win it to qualify, I think. They have to win it.
Well, what do you think of this? What you were saying before, K-Mac? Owen Beck. Now, don't forget, he lives up in Scotland, this lad, and he just watched them. Owen Beck was outrageous for Dundee. Rangers and Celtic both want him. It's only what you were saying before.
I think he'll have a pre-season. And look, if you just look at the pre-season that Bradley had, like, if Bradley hadn't got that bad injury, I've got no doubt that Bradley probably would have been our right back, like, behind Trent all season. Like, there's no doubt, like, because when he came back from his injury and he went straight into the team, he was insane, like, and he was good in pre-season. So you just don't know how good Owen Beck is going to be, like, until you play him. And give him a pre-season, he might be Arnie Slot's, like, back up for Robbo, and then you can move Tsimikas on then.
Yeah.
Because even Ramsey's been good, Frank, for Bolton this year. Ramsey's been amazing for Bolton.
So is Callum Chambers as well. Callum Chambers has been brilliant on his loan at Wigan.
Yeah.
No, Mark Simons, Samikas has got a wand of a left pick.
His numbers are good, you know. His numbers are like, I think 1 in every 3 games, he's got like an assist. Like, his numbers are good, but he's only played 50 games for Liverpool in how many years? Like 5 years, is it? 4 years? Like Klopp just doesn't rate him. Like, he didn't play him on his birthday. Like, in a game where it didn't matter whether we won or lost. Like, he didn't even play him. Didn't even bring him on off the bench, like on his birthday.
He was probably hungover the night before.
Yeah. Well, he's got those bags under his eyes, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He looks as though, you know what it reminds me of? You're talking about Samikas, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you ever remember the biscuit man? Igor Bishkan.
Yeah. Igor.
He just got up out of bed.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah.
He played in the
It's like the same.
he played in the All-Stars game, didn't he?
Yeah.
Under Sven.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did Jay Spearing.
Didn't he score?
Jay Spearing played crap as well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be? Don't you think it's weird, Jay Spearing? Like, he literally plays with kids. Like, he literally plays football with kids.
Yeah.
It's a bit odd. It is a bit odd, isn't it? It's a little bit like, come on, Jay. Like, you're in your mid-30s now, and you're playing with like 17-year-olds. Like, come on. It must be a bit odd.
And they're all bigger than him.
Kids. He's like crunching kids and putting them out for like the season. It's like your dad coming on and playing.
That's
It's
what
like
you're going to get in the
with your
Premier
mates when
League.
you're a kid, and your dad comes on and plays with you. You're like, get lost, Dad.
He was at Tranmere Rovers as well the year before.
Oh, honestly,
Yeah.
I think it's a bit odd. Like, it really is. I've seen it. I've seen him play in the under 21s, and you're like, come on, mate. Like,
What do you think of this? What do you think of this? What's the UJK? Callum Scanlon is a left back, I raise. Keep Robbo and Scanlon can push him because Scanlon will be a top left back in the future.
For me,
I haven't seen much of these kids, you know. Really, I'm being honest. I've seen a couple of, well, you know, more than a couple of the under 21s, and there was one game where they were absolutely dreadful.
yeah, I know.
I went,
Sometimes they stink, don't they?
oh, they were shocking. And someone said to me, "You want to have a look at them? You know, the brilliance." And I put it
Watch
over.
the game, they were crap.
Oh, shocking, absolutely shocking. And
That was
Cuba,
probably because Jaden Dans wasn't playing, mate. Or Kumas. Like, when they're in the team, they're different gravy, like.
But for me, Scanlon, haven't really seen enough of him. But what I've seen, he looks like it.
He looks like a winger, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
like.
more of a winger. He looks like.
Yeah.
and as you hear the case, his Luke Chambers' loan move to Wigan went well, apparently. Hopefully, you can use it like Bradley did at Bolton. They have high hopes for him at LFC.
I think he's under 20 international as well. Like, I think he's tipped for good things. A bit like Bradley, like, you know. Hopefully he can have the same trajectory as Bradley.
And Mark Simons, please don't put Atalanta in Liverpool's group again. Do you ever remember when Basil came to the town? When the Irish fella was, I don't like mentioning his name, you know, because I know all about him, prick. And up here at Anfield, I was in the cup, and he had Ricky Lambert as centre forward for the first
I know
half.
what you're talking about now. I hate him as well.
And you know what? Honestly, at the second half started, I was, where's Ricky? Where's Big Ricky? Because we had to win the game. And he left him out. And I said then, never mind the 6-1 drubbing by Stoke, I said then, he should never be Liverpool. I said it at the beginning anyway, you know. He should never be Liverpool's manager after this game because we got dumped out by Basel. Shocking. That was one of the worst defeats in the Champions League history, or European history, in my opinion.
Is that at home?
Yeah, at Anfield, yeah, it was there. You won. You had to win.
Yeah. Someone called Dessler equalised for Bale, didn't they, I think? That game, yeah, Dessler scored.
And as Ian says there, and this is absolutely true, from Suarez to Lambert, what a drop-off.
I mean, we all know the reason why we did well under him was because of Suarez. Like, it was literally, we had the second best player in the world behind Messi. We did.
Yeah.
Suarez was the second best player in the world at the time. Like, so it was just get the ball to Suarez and Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
And obviously Steven Gerrard.
Sterling was brilliant.
Gerrard was a bit more of a quarterback, and hope for the best. Like,
So I'll tell you where he went.
Well, Suarez or Gerrard? Suarez. Oh, okay.
Suarez. Right. I'll tell you where he went. After the debacle against Crystal, he was already, and he was pleading with the Irish fella, please let me stay. And this is straight from the horse's mouth, boy. Straight from this fella was on my show, a certain fella. Not on this one, you know, it was on a radio show. And I said, hey Dave, what happened to Suarez? Why did he leave? And he said this. He said, Suarez, he said, Lewis did not want to leave Liverpool Football Club. He begged the manager, please let me stay then one more season to play for Liverpool in the Champions League. And the manager said, no, you're going. We've got earmarked players to come in for you. And one of them was, sorry boys, one of them was Ricky Lambert. That's
a great replacement.
That's absolutely true. He pleaded. He said, no, you're going. Your earmarks were there, the two players. And one of them was Ricky.
The other one was Benteke, wasn't it?
Balotelli, I think, wasn't it?
Was it Balotelli? Jesus Christ!
We should do a show with.
You literally got Ricky Lambert out of retirement, and you got that idiot Balotelli.
Don't forget the Welsh Perlo.
Why is it me? Why is it always me? Yeah, because you
came out. Don't forget Joe Allen, the Welsh Perlo as well.
Yeah, the Perlo when he grew a beard.
What about the jock that we signed from Stoke because he kept on scoring corners against us?
Charlie Adam. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Charlie Adams, another name.
My God, we had some crap, didn't we?
God, that was horrible.
Oh, Kolo Touré as well.
No, Kolo Touré was all right.
Okay.
He was all right.
Yeah. He did okay, you know what I mean? He scored at Villa Park.
Big lad was okay. Touré was all right.
Salif Diao.
Yeah, Juve, never liked that. No.
What about the lad that played in the Legends game? And he basically looks like he still plays football. What's his name? The Moroccan guy.
Mark Gonzalez.
Yeah, he played as well,
Gonzalez.
didn't
he scored as well, didn't he?
Yeah. What's his name?
Al Nazar.
Al Nazar.
Yeah, yeah,
Legends, really, really.
yeah.
You know what? But I seen the training video. I seen
the
the training video the day before, and he looked good in training. He was
I
scoring
know.
goals all the time.
I think he was doing trials, mate.
He thought, yeah, he should have done that when he joined. He would have got a game. But,
He
but
did
still
I
play
knew he was going to
He's-
score.
He's still playing now as well. He's still playing professionally as well. Still
Yeah,
now.
I was thinking that. But honestly,
Yeah.
like, it was like legends. You could have brought some of the fans on, and they probably might have recognised some people before them. Anyone gets a game for the legends now, don't they?
Look at Norman say, Torben Picnic, Paul Stewart, Souness bought them.
Paul
And
Stewart.
Isvar Cosma, do you ever remember him?
Yeah.
Isvar Cosma.
Wasn't he Israeli?
He was shocking. But that was Graham. I think he was going through a crisis with
He was definitely going through a crisis.
Oh, Jesus, shocking. And this fella here, Charlie Adam was the pie man from Scotland.
Well, the thing about it is we didn't get these players when they were in form, like when they were at the top of their game. We got them when they were like falling off the cliff.
Well, Charlie Adam were playing for Blackpool. They got relegated, and we bought him, and he was cracked with them.
Yeah,
Wasn't he a Roy Hodgson signing?
probably.
Roy Hodgson, yeah. Because Roy Hodgson bought that Jovanovic as well, and he was gash.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, it was so bad.
Yeah.
We need to do 11 worst signings of Liverpool Football Club.
And Voronin. Do you remember Voronin with the ponytail?
Oh,
Yeah, but he
terrible.
did okay on occasions.
Andre Voronin,
Yeah.
But you were like, is he really a footballer?
Christian Paulson. Jesus.
Honestly, like Voronin looked like the lead singer of bloody Status Quo.
He did look a bit like Rick.
He had about as much weight on as well.
Yeah, there's some of the lads, right? Neil Rutter, the worst centre-half we ever had at Liverpool. Julian Dixie and McKay. Paul Turner. Julian Diggs lived by his surname. Kariakos, do you remember him? Oh my days, what a horror show he was. This fella must have been the worst signing ever. Konchesky. Do you ever remember?
Not far off.
He was giving him stick.
Yeah.
And his mother wrote to the club and said to pick up to the fans, like.
I feel
picking on my son.
I genuinely felt a bit sorry for him now.
Fuck off.
I genuinely felt a bit sorry for him. It was like it was like a charity, like Make a Wish, and we just like bought him, like because he was like, because he was going to die in like 3 years' time or something.
Came out. What about Jan Kronkamp? He was even worse.
Oh God! What about who was the Danish midfielder that was just so slow, like slower than Jan Molby when he was 38?
Christian Poulsen, wasn't it?
Was Christian Poulsen? He cost a fortune.
Yeah, I know.
He was like 5 million or 7 million or something.
Terrible.
Terrible
Sean
signing.
Dundee. Yusuf. We've got an exotic Veron and
Yeah, we have.
Kenny Shines Adams. Yeah.
Oh.
Ian McHale. That was Rafa's parting of Jovanovic on a free. Looked like he won a prize to play footy.
Yeah.
Jovanovic at Liverpool. Yeah, he played for them.
He was with us for a few years. We couldn't get rid of him.
Like Adrian. Couldn't get rid of him. Couldn't get rid of their navy either. Charlie Adam was a King Kenny signing there. And Jean-Michel Ferry. Fabio Barini. Christian Poulsen. Lazar Markovic. He looked like Tarzan.
Remember that, Barini?
Yeah. That was the...
I tell you what, though. I tell you what, though. Aspas, he was really, really good before we signed him.
Yeah.
Like he was like top goal scorer in the Spanish league before we
He was
signed
good
him.
after as well.
Then he was good
Really,
after when he went back. Yeah, when he went back, he was scoring goals for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He still is.
Top scorer of the game.
He still is
Mad
scoring
goals.
goals. Like he's still scoring a good amount of goals now. Like he's just face just didn't fit, did it? Do you remember that corner he took? I know.
Oh, what about Joe Cole then? He was so bad for us.
He was garbage, Cole.
Joe Cole, Jesus.
He didn't want to even play for us. And Andy Carroll, another guy he didn't want to play for us.
Yeah.
Andy Carroll was a bad signing, that was. Wasted career, I think, Andy Carroll.
Like I 100% get Andy Carroll vibes from Núñez sometimes, you know. I know it's bad, but I really do.
Our Romanian friend got upset there and he said, Ali, Yusuf, don't compare Varane with Núñez. Never. Right, we got John Dungey. I'm
going to see how many goals Voronin scored for us. Because if he scored 20 goals, then we are.
Let's all have a guess. Yeah, I think.
How many goals do you think Voronin scored? I think he scored 10.
8.
I think he got 9. Pretty
Frank?
Sure, 9.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
You going with 9, Frank?
You're gonna be shocked now. He's probably scored like 30 goals or something. You know?
Yeah, he got 9. I think 9. I'm saying 9.
I'm going with 8.
What are you saying there, JK?
How many goals did Voronin score for Liverpool?
God knows.
Have a guess, Frank. How many?
It reminds me of a film where they're in prison, Peter Sellers and David Lodge and this other little mad fella. And they say, listen, we've got to escape. And one of them says, what about an hole? Dig a hole? Like Timpson did. No, Nobby Timpson. And he went, oh, yeah, that's good. And he said to Peter Sellers, whatever happened to Timpson? And he went, God knows. He's still fucking there, he said. Still digging the tunnel.
Okay, do you want to hear Voronin's stats?
Yeah.
I said 8.
Okay, so he played 40 games in total, 6 goals, 5 assists.
Whoa,
27 league games, 5 goals, 3 assists. I mean, that's pretty much like Diaz.
K-Mac, you need to check Titi Kamara stats.
Yeah, I will do now. But this is the bit that blows my mind a bit. Okay, so we won 18 games with him in, drawn 11, lost 11.
Anyone see Thiago in training today, or was it a mirage? Says Colin.
It was a mirage.
Yeah, mirage.
Yeah, would you agree with this? One player I'd like us to have kept longer was Raul Mariles.
I've seen a goal from him for Chelsea the other day.
He played well for Chelsea.
Could have kept him on for another year or so.
He looks evil, man.
37 games, 10 goals, 2 assists. Titi Kamara.
Not bad.
9 goals in 33 games in the league.
Do you know what? There's only two players to ever represent Liverpool from Guinea, and that was Kamara and Keita.
Okay. Interesting now. Who's the other guy? Djukanovic.
What about the sniffer around? Would you fancy Anthony Gordon here?
Not for that fee. 100 million? No way.
It's all BS rumours, that is.
Crazy. Football's going crazy, you know. Them sort of prices. He's worth 40 million.
Djukanovic, 10 games in the Premier League, no goals.
Yeah.
18 games, 2 goals in his entire career.
That's a bad players.
And he played 18 games, and we lost 7 of them. He was gash. Can I just talk about Gordon, by the way?
Yeah, well,
because
he's a Liverpool.
I know, but I think we're all getting a bit carried away by this guy. Like, Like, this is the best season he's ever had. And if you look at any other seasons he's played, he's 24, by the way. He's not a kid. Like, everyone seems to think he's a kid still. He's not. Like, he's only a year younger than Darwin Núñez. Like, the best season he's had is 6 goals and 5 assists at any level. And he didn't score a huge amount of goals for Everton, and he didn't score a huge amount of goals for Wigan. I think he played for Wigan beforehand. Like, so he's really not done enough to warrant 100 million, which is why we probably will wait another year. Like, but yeah.
Can I just say, how the hell did Newcastle lose to that Man United side last night?
Who knows?
Casemiro played at the back.
Who knows? Like, I don't know. They've got it's like a bogey team, isn't it? Man United's like a bogey team for Newcastle when they go to Old Trafford. Like, they've got some kind of voodoo, haven't they? They always beat them.
Yeah.
That's a little play on words. We got Joe Cole, obviously, Joe. Cut price because we bought him injured from the French league. He couldn't run. And, you know, he has a load of French players, didn't he? Chelsea at the time. It was like the French bloody national side. Patrick Berger, brilliant left foot. Anthony Gordon, good player, but it would be like a looking like Claire Bolden in a Liverpool shirt. I tell you who I'd like. There's one English player. Is that Palmer, Chelsea? I think.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'd love him.
Amazing.
Love him.
He's got a great attitude as well. Really great attitude. I think he's a.
Man United.
Tell you what, Man City have got a buyback on him. He's going back to them next year.
Remember Danny Wilson's? She milks her quicker than him.
We had him. He went to Celtic after us, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to answer this. Did you get your new telly, Frank? What size? Yeah, I got it, Colin, and it's a 65-inch one. And I can't lift anything, can't put it on the wall or anything, albeit that the brackets are there and everything. And the phone, listen to this, K-Mac. I'm sure the phone's FSG up. And I said, listen, can you come out? Are you Liverpool based? Yeah, we're Liverpool based. It was a foreign accent. I said, are you sure you're Liverpool based? Yeah. So I said, okay. I said, the brackets are already on the back of the television. The wall brackets are already up. I just need to lift it on and put it on. How much? And he said, I'll get back to you. So I said, 160 quid.
I said, lift a TV.
Lift me telly.
Mate, you could have rang me up and paid for me train fare in this less. I would have helped you put it up.
You were definitely out of towners, Ken. You were definitely out of towners because that's why I said to these people, are you Liverpool based? Because they're going to pay for you're going to pay for petrol money and everything.
Wow.
That's all.
Do you want me to tell you a funny story about me putting a telly up? So I bought this TV years ago. Like it was probably one of the first flat screen TVs that was about at the time. Like it was proper. Spent a lot of money on it, and it was when I was based in Germany, and drilled all the holes in the wall. Yeah, amazing. TV looks fantastic. Stood there looking at it, thinking, "Oh, this is incredible." Sat down on the sofa. I'm like that looking at the TV. I measured it all while I was stood up. I'm 6'4". The TV's almost on the ceiling.
Are you 6'4", K-Mac?
Yeah, but I'm stood there. I measured it all stood up. So I'm like, and I'm stood there looking at it going, oh, this looks amazing. Sat down. I'm like this. My neck was hurting after about 10 minutes. It's
You
to
look
take it
really,
all off, unscrew it all, and then lower it down.
you look really tiny on stream. I'm 6'5".
I look really tiny on screen.
Sitting down, you look like a little
Of course I
man.
do. I'm only this big.
But anyway, you know, as I said, but it says on here, I said, is there anyone who can come and give you a few bob? Anyone to come and put me telly on the wall? Not one. I got one offer off Norman, but he's not coming till next month into Liverpool. He said,
Hey, if I was based in Liverpool, mate, I'd pop round and help you do it, mate. Honestly.
Yeah.
Who was the guy you wanted
Honestly,
20 quid deposit
I
for?
moved into a skip yesterday. TV wouldn't have been a problem.
Frank, who was that guy you wanted 20 quid deposit?
Oh, that's the same fella. There's 160 quid.
Deposit?
Oh, it's a joke.
And he said, yeah, you know, we wanted £20 deposit. Oh, no, that was another person. That was some girl. But she was lifting it. She said, £90, but we want a £20 deposit now. I said, how can I give you it now? She said, send over your bank details.
Whoa.
So you can imagine what
it does to anyone.
There was no swear in front of women. She got a fucking mouthful. There'd be more chance of Frank doing it on his slot mosaic for the cop than FSG spending 100 million on a player. Yeah, you know, you mentioned Barini before, and right, I was lecturing at the time when he was here, and he was a resident, you know, one of my students, and he went, "Hey, Frank," I said, "What?" He said, "Have you seen that Italian player playing for us, Barini?" I said, "Yeah." He went, "You touched that?" I said, "Don't you know what that is?" And he went, "No." Now, we were doing Roma Britain at the time. I said, "That's the way, you know, in death, you know, in victory. He did it with the hand, you know, for the sword. That was for victory."
Was his something to do with a knife? Like, didn't he get like a
Yeah,
nickname?
it was the sword. It was the sword.
Yeah, he got a nickname.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see him do it that often, to be fair.
It must have been a one-off when this
Yeah.
thing, when, you know, this.
Because he never bloody scored.
What did you do that for?
Yeah, he was another one of those forwards that we signed that didn't score any goals. And then ended up getting put on the right or left-hand side.
I've got to read this, and I've got to read it the way Steve says. So once in for 100, never mind a fucking 100 million. Gonna be mad watching this transfer committee 2.0. We've there, yes. Scottish Spear. I'd be shocked if Edward signs Gordon for 100 million. There's no chance unless he gets 100 million for players. There's no any player. The FSG are not going to get fucking money. How long have they been promising a war chest every summer, and people fall for it every fucking summer.
Yeah. Politicians, they're just like politicians. These guys, man.
If Kevin Durant's like 15 million, then we'll get him. Like, you know, a couple of release clauses.
Who's that? Did you say?
If Kevin Durant's like 15 million, then we'll probably sign him and a couple of release clauses. Like, you know, it's not going to be. There's not going to be this all these mad signings. There just isn't.
No, of course not.
It's never going to be like that.
And this is, you know, it's all right us saying, you know, which we do say. You know, you mentioned that in Cappy. I think he's brilliant, and the people have been saying he's brilliant as well. The chatters, the boys on there. We won't pay for him. We will not pay the money for him.
We won't pay the release clause. We'll probably pay less and then like installments.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard about the Diaz deal? Have you heard about what we're paying for Diaz? I didn't even know this. I didn't even know this happened. So it's been released in Portugal that we pay Porto 3 million every 25 games Diaz scores. Diaz plays. 3 million. So we just paid another 3 million for him.
Jeez.
He plays another 25 games, we pay another 3 million. So his actual transfer was way more than we know, because there's all these mad add-ons. And because we qualify for the Champions League, they get another 1 million. He's costing us a frigging fortune.
But you know, you're saying that there, and he's on the lowest wage. You know that, don't you? He's on the.
His contract runs out in 27, by the way. That's
no, but what I'm trying to say is here.
Yeah.
With what you're saying, like we're giving them every 20 games or 25 games or whatever, all this money. Do you think he gets a percentage to boost his wages up from that money?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, he's on 54 grand a week, which is less than Shimikas and Adrian,
yeah.
which is mental. Like, because he plays every single game. Like, they don't play. Like, that must. Like, if you're a football player in a team and you're getting played every single game and you're on much, much less than players that aren't even playing, it must get in your head.
Curtis Jones is on 15 grand a week.
That's nuts, that. I can't believe he signed for that as well, by the way. He signed a new contract, like, I think it was a year ago, and he signed for that. His agent needs sacking.
Camaraderie Trigger, was he the Italian player? No, that was Alberto Aquilani. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Alberto. He fell over, didn't he, against Burnley? You know, he was going through against Burnley at that turf moor, and he slipped. And as he slipped, the ball went, you know, it hit his foot, and it went to Steven Gerrard, and before Stephen got hold of it, all the crowds were all laughing, you know, all the Burnley supporters. And the ball went to Steven Gerrard, and he just hit it. Get in. One of the best assists ever.
Wasn't probably his only assist. Literally assist. It came off his ass.
As Gerrard said to me, I'll have to say the way he said, "Don't you fucking ask for more Italian players, you know, to me." I said, "Well, okay then."
Yeah, we haven't got a good record, have we?
No.
It's a good point. That is a good point.
I said, you know, he was good. I said, he's good, this fella. You know, when we were signing him.
Yeah, he was good he was good before we signed him.
He was good before we signed him, yeah.
It was that Italian goalkeeper we had. We got him from Roma.
Was it Carlyle?
That was it.
Donny.
Yeah, Donny.
Yeah.
God, we had some shite.
Yeah.
I don't even remember these people. They were that bad.
Yeah.
We did have a guy called Carlyle as well. He was Brazilian, I think.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
One of the lads said.
He was crap as well.
Yeah, look, Ian McKay, I think we need two quality midfielders. Just not gonna happen though under the owners. And Steve, he just says it as it is. Bad players, Julian fucking Dix.
How many times is he going to say that?
Bringing that player to our club. The drugs must have been really good then.
Steve, I've got to ask you a question. Did he sell you a bad suit? Because Julian Dix owns that suit company, doesn't he?
I don't know, does he?
Yeah, he owns that suit company in London.
It's not called Dix, is it?
Yeah, like I think the adverts on. I used to hear the advert on TalkSport. I've got to find it now. I've got to find the name of the company.
Yeah, that's what my brother. That's what my brother does as well.
Yeah. Did he sell you a bad suit?
He did. My brother does that as well, suits and stuff, and he did Callum Wilson's wedding as well.
What's it called?
Ian, if Diaz had enough end product, he would be world class. And I love to see Barella in that. I watch Serie A, and Barella, I'm not being funny, Ali, he wouldn't suit us. As good as he is, he wouldn't suit us. Look, Alberto Aquilani was a very, very good player. That's why we brought him over. And he just failed miserably. Desane failed miserably. You know, and Barella, in my opinion, ends up like Alberto Aquilani.
I agree with you, Frank, because even the Chiesa links, I don't think Chiesa would suit us either.
No, Chiesa, no, I don't like Chiesa, to be honest. But that was better than him.
Yeah.
And he's injury prone, actually, Chiesa.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I think I know more about it. 100% agree. Diaz is one of the best players from our team. Suits, fuck that, not for me. He goes to all these little mad gigs, you know, and he says to me, he said, I'm going to a gig tonight, you know. I said, oh yeah, phones me up. And he mentions these people. I haven't a fucking clue who they are. But he knows a lot about music. But anyway, that's another story. That'll go in my memoirs. And this will go in my memoirs, these chats.
Hey, look, guys, man, I've got to go, all right.
Have you going?
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, okay, mate.
Of the Reds, man. See you later.
Oh, thanks for coming and helping us out there, K-Mac. Thank you.
No problems. No problems. Just like the assist from Aquilani. See you later.
A better assist, though, you know. Thank you. Thank God Julian Dix was never our manager. Imagine flag on the cop if we didn't want him. Dix out.
Norman's a guy.
Dicks out.
Oh, that's a cracker. That's a cracker. That cheered me up. And he says, we had a keeper from Italy. He only played one game. Daniele Padelli. I tell you, he would have been great for us, Italian. 2 players, 3 players. Fella by the name of Donatelli, winger, brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. I seen him at Anfield when I was supporting them in the Euro 90. Donatelli. Oh, he's great. Paolo Maldini. He would have been great for us.
Yeah.
And Nesta. Another great player. Another great player. 3 players.
Shall I tell you who else, Frank?
Go on.
Del Piero.
Oh, wow, you're so
He would have been amazing.
Roberto Di Baggio.
Yeah.
Roberto Di Baggio.
Yeah.
But they're the players in the past.
Fabio Borini, another name. Fabio Borini.
Fabio Borini.
Borini, man. What was that guy on? That was, whoa.
Do you ever remember
Cannavaro was funny.
Do you ever remember when Mario, big bad Mario Balotelli, right? And Rodgers came out and said, I didn't want to buy him. You know, this is after he left Liverpool. And he said, I didn't want, because someone asked him, you know, a journalist, there's paper in the paper. He said, he said, you made a bad signing with Mario Balotelli. Why did you sign him knowing that he was trouble? Even Mancini told you Don't sign him. He's big trouble. He'll upset everybody. And he said, I didn't want to sign him. And I knew he did. And I couldn't prove it. I knew he did because I was told. 2 weeks later, after he said that in the newspaper, Stephen Gerrard came out, didn't he? And he was writing in a newspaper. And he said, the Irishman bent over backwards to buy Balotelli. That's what he said, to sign Balotelli. Bent over backwards. So he's not just a fucking prick, he was also a fucking lying prick.
This is what I'm saying, the world of football full of soap operas, you know. The half the crap these people do behind the scenes is amazing, you know.
I remember this banner. This is the best banner in the world. No one could ever beat this banner. Welcome to hell, my ass. If you think this is hell, you haven't been to the Grafton on a Friday night. That was the best. And the likes of Scousers are the only ones who got that. Honestly, I'm not being funny, lads. But that was at was it at Istanbul? I forget where it was. Was it in Rome? No, it's Istanbul, I'm sure of it. And a big banner, it was great. You think this is it? Oh. Galatasaray, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Alinoush, we need Maldini now in our defence because it's so bad. Go along with you, Holly. Anyway, oh yeah, I said that. Remember Lentini career ended in a... Oh yeah. Yeah, Lentini, yeah. Smashed, wasn't it? Balotelli had talent, but he doesn't care at all. For him, football was a hobby, says Alinoush. And Rodgers is a fucking fraud, can't stand abuse. Well, there's your mate. Batatusta at Fiorentina was quality. What a player. Didn't he go to Man United? Did he go to Man United?
No.
Batatusta.
No, that was who was that?
Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Batatusta was absolutely.
Quality.
Joey Jones banner, Rome 77. Yeah, about eating frogs' legs and munching Gladbachs. As I remember, I was there watching, looking at that. Absolutely. We've got the best banners, lads, haven't we?
Yeah, and in that Atlanta game, we didn't have no banners. It was just weird to see, you know. Big European game, didn't have no banners, but we have the best banners.
Yeah, that's what screwed us, I think, that night.
Yeah. It wasn't the right game to do that, what do you call it?
Riot, basically.
I wouldn't say riot. Just
Riot
to show
for flags.
yeah, you know, whatever they did, but it wasn't the right game, you know. So I just feel that the atmosphere for that game wasn't right because Liverpool, the cop is when the game starts and the flags are out. You don't really get that in the Premier League the way we do it. No one else really does it like the way we do it. So for me, that day against Atlanta, I remember I didn't see that. It didn't really give me no confidence, you know.
It was protest, I was meant to have said.
That's the word. Protest, yeah.
Steve Evans, and this is going back to Dorlands in 2001. Aylwood Reds use passports. Aylwood Blues use saberways. That's how long you're on the big trophyless and getting into Europe. That's a crack of that, isn't it? come out with that now, never mind. Going back to 2001. And Ian McKay, support and believe banner as well. Yeah, we've got the greatest banners. Our defence being bad is more down to shape than a need for new personnel. Easy correctable through coaching, says Dean O'Brien. Good shout. Remember playing Grimsby in the FA Cup about 1980 and the cops singing Kenny Dogfish? Yeah, I remember that. I certainly do. Kenny Dogfish, yeah. You know, Kenny Dalglish, mate. Flag in Istanbul says, we are here watching a European Cup final while Everton are at home watching Everton. Speak Reds, go to Nou Camp. Speak Blues, go to Butlands and Puntons Camp. Oh, boys, it's been a hoot. I've been in terrible pain all day. I've been ill. I've been, in the best of form, but you've made my night. You really have. Thank you so much.
So one more game for Jurgen Klopp then, Frank.
One more game.
You know what I mean? Sad. Can't really believe it's come pretty quick if you think about it. It's like it was like yesterday he announced it, boom, last game,
Yeah.
I wish for the win and I wish the guy well,
Do you reckon he'll cry?
Oh, he will cry, I think. Well, see, I think he cried when he took them pictures on his own the other day, when he went into the cop and stuff. He must have had a few tears there.
Yeah.
I think he's one of them guys, he had more connection with the fans and the people than he did with the guys who paid him.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Jota back for his final game.
What, is he leaving?
No, Jota, nice to see Jota play.
In Klopp's final game, okay.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Jota back for his last, hurrah. I don't want to see Thiago there on that pitch. I'll be really pissed off if I see Thiago.
Can I just mention this book again, please, lads? It's called Red Dawn by Jeff Goulden and Kieran Smith. It's a brand new book out. I think it's out today. I think so anyway. Not quite so sure, but it's coming out. And there it is. Red Dawn. And it's the first time Liverpool has ever won the First Division Championship going back to the turn of the 19th century. 20th century, not the 19th, I'm sorry, the 20th century. Red Dawn, Jeff Goulden. I'll get him on talking about this, actually. I only seen it tonight. So what? I know we're all going to watch it. Frankie Goes to Dollywood. Don't know if you've already touched on the subject. Thoughts on Paul Joyce's tweet. Horrible, Steve. Been planned, mate. Undermining. Backstabbing Klopp. Jurgen Klopp.
There you go.
Joyce is an arsehole.
The whole line there from him to the guys who tell him what to say, to Arnie Slot, Edwards, the whole thing, conjunction with the time we sort of went off the boil, It was just all the perfect timing. So for me, they get the blame for us not winning the league title this year.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what will be loved by the owners and Edwards, the other prick, the other backstabber, the fella who left, walked out on us. He walked out. He just didn't say, oh, he walked out on the Klopp, the pair of them. Anyway, that Julian Ward, you know what I'm talking about, and Edwards. And anyone who walks out on Liverpool can fuck off. They will never come back. And that's what I'm like. And I'm not the only one, by the way. Not the only. And you could see what was coming out. Bad mouthing him on his last game. I'll tell you what they'd love. They would love, you know, all the crowds will be there. And they won't sing, they won't do anything, you know, and all go home after the game. And Klopp will just walk off the pitch. That's what they would love. And they'd be fucking there at the game. Those pair of twats. I hate them. I hate them.
But that won't happen, Frank. You know, every fan's gonna stay back.
No. Yeah.
2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Be amazing.
Absolutely. Wine for my men, we ride at dawn at Dortmund. Yes. It's a cow's. Gonna be a sad day Sunday, end of an era for everyone, isn't it? What a 9 years it's been. Great memories.
Enjoy the game. The people who are going to go Sunday, enjoy the game, enjoy the day.
That's all we can do, isn't it? That's all we can do. And that's what we were talking about there, you know, what we said about Joyce. My thoughts too, say Steve.
I'll tell you what, Sunday, Frank, I'll be sat here with my box of Kleenex.
Yeah. Yeah. Why now, says Steve? It's to undermine Klopp. It's to undermine you, me, JK, Daryl, K-Man, and every single one of you on there. That's why. That's why.
Because everything that undermines Klopp, whatever Arne Slot does is going to look great. You know, that's how they're looking at that situation. You know, said it straight away. Should have waited until the season finished. As soon as that whistle blew, press conference Monday, Tuesday, announce it. You know, they've messed our season up big time. You could just tell from Klopp's demeanour, the way his face has changed. You know, K-Mac had them 2 pictures behind him, Klopp, when he first came in, and when, like, just recent pictures of him. What do you expect, man? The guy, he's been embarrassed by the people behind him, you know. But he's got so much respect for us guys, the fans, and the club. He would never, ever say anything bad against the club. And that's the proper guy. Not like these weasels who are all up, all supporting Edwards, this, that, and the other. Them guys are not like Klopp. Klopp is such a good role model for young guys. How to be how to be loyal, you know? Never ever talk bad about your club or your family or whatever it is. Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Embarrassing. Totally embarrassing. And it's good to see a lot of fans who are here also sort of agreeing with that sort of complex, like not getting mind warped by the crap the owners put through journalists and stuff like that. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, look, Redbird. I hear Redmen TV took something Jamie said out of context and slated him for it on their channel, giving people a totally wrong opinion of Jamie. Bin Redmen TV. I don't watch it, to be honest, Redbird. I don't watch it. They are an FSG's podcast, so a few others. I can tell you, so are a few others.
What did he say? What did Jamie say for them to take out of context?
He was dead upset. I don't know. He was dead upset.
Yeah,
and he actually threatened. He said, "I'm not doing this anymore." Threatened to Do away with.
what did he say? Yeah, were he saying something against Klopp or something?
No, we don't know what he
That he's a
said,
prick
but
or something
You
like
don't
that?
know. You don't know.
No.
The only people who know is who is looking at the Jamie Phillips show and who know what he said, what they said about him, and who watch Redmen TV. I haven't a fucking clue. Most probably they slag me off as well. Do you think I give a fuck? Fuck
I bet they were supporting. I bet they were supporting FSG, and probably no doubt about it.
Well, Steve Evans had told them. I can't read it out. Steve Ellis, Joyce obviously knew about it before the season started, so why come out with it with this crap now? It's not bad taste. It's not bad taste. I wouldn't put it as politely as that, to be honest, Steve. That's polite, what you're saying. It's fucking awful. It's backstabbing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad taste, mate. It's fucking backstabbing.
Time merchants, they know exactly the timing to do certain stuff. You know, they know what they're doing.
And Zeno says, here we go, gathering cups in May. The person who told me about Suarez knows all the players. And it's Dave Kirby. And he wrote that book. And he's wrote loads. He's wrote plays. You know, Brick Up the Mersey Tunnels and all that. And he's married to a cousin of mine, Little Julie. Little Julie. Little Julie Ballant. There's Dave. Boss Buck says stay as well, gathering cups and May. We used to have us here. So I think I have. Chegsy does it as well. He wrote a couple of good ones. Other Redman TV, the ones charging for a Klopp interview. I don't know. Don't fucking watch them. Dino, gonna sing Jürgen's song until he leaves the stadium. I'm in fucking bits now, you know. See, since Hillsborough, I've never sang You Never Walk Alone, because all as I see singing it, when I went to sing it was 96. And now it's 97. That's all that I see. I can't sing it right through. It's too emotion. Just thinking about it. And, you know, thinking about Sunday. Our lads are Villa Park singing that right through.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're gonna. Redmen charging for the interview while Anfield Rap puts us up for free. I don't even fucking watch them, Steve.
No, do I not?
Don't fucking watch. There's a fucking fat fella on there. And I was watching the press team going back when the Irishman was coming back to Anfield for the first time with Leicester. And this fat swat from the Anfield Rap was saying, oh yeah, you know, he's going to get a great reception, is Brendan. Great reception, standing ovation. Fuck all he knew about him. Nothing about that prick. And I got hold of his mate, I texted his mate, or tweeted his fucking mate, and I said, that fat prick. I said, what he said. I said, doesn't he realise, fat ass, that, and I mentioned his name, you know, the Irishman's name,
Northern Irish,
ran off with a very young 20-year-old girl with a baby, left their husband devastated, who took his own fucking life. So fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fucking Anfield Rap.
I've never been on there, Frank.
Neither have I. Sitting in
You
the
said fat.
fucking
You said
and
fat.
fucking disgusting.
You said fat twat. I said I've never been on there before, Frank.
Steve Evans, yeah. I've got it. Your mate's got a chapter. Mags. Same cracking stories. That and The Boys on the Mersey by Nicky Holt are my favourite books. So you haven't got mine then, Zane? Oh, you don't come on here again. I won't mention you ever again. Only joke. I watched Jamie's pod. He actually said all the best to Redman. He didn't slag them off at all. Steve, he's not like that. Jamie Phillips. It was like K-Mac. I disagree with loads what he says. And when we were on before, I said, "Are you fucking you having a laugh? You know, about fucking Edwards and the other prick." And he said, "Well, I don't want to fall out." I said, "No, you don't fall out." I was arguing with a very good friend of mine last night. A very good friend of mine, musician. Because he mentioned Paisley in the same breath. No, he mentioned Slot in the same breath as Paisley. I said, "Are you having a fucking, are you fucking serious?" But we've been like that, you know, up and down. And Jamie says he didn't agree with it, but fair play to them. Nothing bad, to be honest. Well, I don't know what he said. Steve, I reckon that it's the knobhead Paul on Redman because Jamie didn't praise him like he did other. I'd been Redman long ago. That was the head. Pause
the dickhead with the glasses.
I don't watch them either. I'll be finishing off with these lads. Jamie was well upset. I've messaged him telling him to stuff Redman TV. They are all team. Yeah, we are, you know.
Yeah, but what did he say though? You know,
I tell you what, I couldn't get over Jamie though. I'm being honest. You know, I am open, and I do say it as it is. Always have done, always will do. I don't fucking dare shy back like Steve Evans. And he said to me, he said, "Would you want to come on the show tomorrow night?" I said, "Yeah." Great. He said, "All right, I'll send you the link." And he sent me the link. So I was made up. I said, "Okay, I'll see you there tonight. Thanks a lot, mate." And then I got a message, a tweet off him saying, I'm ill. I won't be doing the show tonight. So I said, okay. And he fucking done a show because Julian Ward came back. That upset me. That's the way it is. But I didn't slag him off. Could have called him for everything. Didn't know that about Anfield Raff, but I never watched them anyway. Well, there you go. Redbird. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brendan will get a big standing ovation. Oh, okay, Brendan. Oh, look what he on. Fucking brilliant. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. Got us knocked out by Basil. Good standing ovation for him. Jamie has some wonderful, awful takes, especially about Klopp. But each to their own. I know, I do know that, Dean. And I'm not being funny, that's why I won't watch him, because I'll just have a go on my comments. So I'm just fucking sticking to you lads and this. That's all. I don't mind that drunk fella. Lives in Spain. I don't mind just going on him now and again. You won't learn nothing on these channels. I know more about our club than all of them put together.
Bang on, bro. Exactly.
Say no. Yeah.
You
Norman,
are Frank.
you know something.
You know what I mean? You know, in this world, you don't follow no one. You follow your own intuition, you know. Support the club the right way. Don't get involved in the crap the owners do, you know. Supporting Liverpool, you keep it real. You know. No antics, no soap operas, not what the owners have done in the last 3 months. Pulling this guy's coming back, this guy's coming back, that sort of crap. That don't suit our club. That isn't our club. We don't move like that. We don't do that. And the amount of fans who have sort of jumped on that bandwagon is sort of embarrassing. It's good to see our guys in the chat who are sort of the real Liverpool fans, you know. Thank God there is some left. Thank God. And that's why I didn't want to see our club going the Arsenal Man United route with the way their fan shows are. Embarrassing. You know, they're making money out of the club badge. And what they're doing is they're taking the piss out of them. You know? We don't want to end up that way. So for me, the guys who are content creators and using Liverpool to do that, have that code of conduct where the respect is there, you know? Very important.
You know, like, as I said, I only watched that Dunk fella. And it's funny as well. You know, but he gets down to he's like myself. Just says it as it is. Takes no messing. If he thinks anything's fucking phony, he'll tell you. Daryl, this is a lovely comment to you, Daryl.
Yeah.
Daryl, you ain't heavy. You're my red brother.
Cheers, Red Bird. Means a lot, mate.
Bless Red Bird.
Lovely. Isn't that lovely?
Lovely.
And Douglas James. How can he do? Yeah, more sense on this channel than anywhere else. 12th man is a nice lad too. Yeah, that's nice. Isn't it? And Douglas James. Dunk Oldham Cop Talk TV. Fire.
Yeah, I do like Dunk, but I sometimes get annoyed when he plays all that club and dancing music in the background.
Oh, no, I put on a comment. He had a big telly on and he's playing like music and he's looking at his text and whatever. And I got on and I went, that's Positano there. And he went, oh, there's his house. He said, oh, Positano. You never been?
Yeah.
I went, both the times. And funny enough, someone mentioned Positano, put it up, and Francis Ventry, his name is. And I said, Positano was a beautiful place, been a few times, and but now I can't even take the hills. So while you've got the legs, Francis, go over me. Steve LFC. Couple of things why I love this pod. Always great, honest talk, no BS, and great opinions.
Nice one, Steve.
Lovely.
Quality, Steve.
Not lovely. Come on.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And TW. Frank.
Bless TW.
The best. Isn't that lovely? Thank you, boys.
Cheers, TW.
Bless, bro.
Norman. Some are ridiculous though. Mbappe to stupid rumours on them, and people watching believe this crap. There's a fella, he comes out, fucking hell. And don't forget to smash the like button. You know, this is right at its beginning. And this is from good sources. Fuck off. It's just, it's what you read.
I know you're talking about.
Smash the like button. The fuck
James Redmond.
No, he's another film. No. You're all right there. Yeah, all in a great eh? I'll tell you what I watch. Alex Gilday. I'm sorry I didn't mention him. Cop Talk, Cop TV, Cop TV. Alex Gilday. He's a good-legged Alex. I know his mum. Or I knew his mum. I don't know whether she's still with us. But he's a lovely fella and he's a good red. Him and Mario, you know, the Italian. I mean,
Mario. Mario's hilarious, Frank, because he's got some really scouse in him as well now.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I came out the match and they see me and they said, come on. And I went, I was with Francine and my little granddaughter. So I went over, it was fucking lashing down. You know, when we played Southampton.
Yeah.
And I was on with them, you know. I was on with them. Really nice lads. Yeah, look.
You had your posh coat on, posh hat on.
How do you know?
I watched it.
Oh, did you watch?
Of course I did.
Cop TV, Alex and Mario, that's right. It's lovely. He's always saying when you come. I'm saying, yeah, you know, come down and come on the. Yeah, that's lovely. Somebody said, yeah, Mbappe. Oh, remember when we first started this, I said, I want no talk of Mbappe. And we're still getting the talk. Mbappe. Lake Como, Italy, ask these that's channels what is significant about it in LFC history. The squad stayed there, led up to Rome, 84. Lake Como. George Clooney lives there. I was in Sardinia once, and this waiter came over to me. I was with this, you know, the ex-partner, and he said to her, would you like her to see the Brad Pitt and the Georgia Clooney? I said, yeah. And he went, if you look over there, madam, look, there's a fucking big yacht there, the two of them. Two of them on there, waving to us. You know. Hiya, Brad! That was me. It's not.
Brad.
Douglas James, don't cop talk as this friends on Saturday night, Steve and Sean, who used to be Fenway, we come not to play. Fire.
Pay.
Oh. Yes, Frank, it was the Southampton game. I stood next to you. Say, Steve, you had a grey flat cap on. There now.
You look like a French artist.
French. Well, that was right. Oh, thanks, Steve. Should have said to you, mate. Do you know who I am? Go on your show, you know. And yes, I like Donkey's sound, but only watch his shorts, not his live streams. Yeah, his live streams can be a little bit when he's sitting in the sun and we're sitting in here. Fuck's that. Hey, Frank, don't do with your TV what my neighbour did in '89 when Thomas scored, threw it out the window. I can't even lift it. No chance. And the red bird. I think Mbappe is overhyped, just my opinion. Mbappe models his game on Jovanovic. True story, says Ian McHale. Listen, people, thank you for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, you know, please subscribe. Get the algorithm out there. Press and like. Please, you know. And it's only a new pod, and I'm trying to get up there. And so that make people aware that we're on. And I do have great guests on, as you know, proper Liverpool supporters, the likes of JK, the likes of Darryl. And you know what? Was it Anfield Road who said, "Oh, come on." And he said he'd send something today, you know, was email. Looking for it for 24 hours, couldn't get it. I do like it a bit of Coppers too, if I'm honest with you, Steve. Jamie gets on there now and again. Now, I don't watch them. And I'll tell you, I watch, you know, proper support pods, you know. I really do. I watch those 4 Irish lads. I forget what they're called now. They used to be the Fat Back Four. Now they fucking changed the name, and I forget the name. But anyway, you know, Slim Back Four. But they're nice. They're nice, and you know, they do a bit of swearing and that, so you know, well and good. And you know, they say it as it is, but they go the game as well. That's what I like. Anyone who goes the game, like Cop TV, you know, with Mario and the other. You always see fucking Mario on the telly. The camera's always on him. So you know. But I tell you for why, Steve. When we got beat by Crystal Palace, I was watching it because I watched them. Used to watch them. Used to comment. But what I don't like about these pods, they always ask for money. And if if you comment, they don't fucking bother. But if you pay them, they put a comment up. And I think that's wrong. I'd never ask for money. Ever.
Super chat.
Whatever it's called, I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'll tell you why. Because a fella named Drifty was there. He got beat by Crystal Palace. And he went, you know, that's it now. I've finished with Liverpool. I won't be watching them now, you know, the rest of the season. And next season, I'm taking a sabbatical. I said, who the fuck do you think you are?
Fake red.
Who the fuck do you think you are? And that's why I won't watch them. And I believe someone told me that they asked Carl, thought Carl was all right, but oh no, I was in Jamaica, I'd never seen the game. How was it? You know, the Aston Villa game or something like that. I was in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Should have fucking stayed there. Paul Brightney. I was in a pub in Munich, pictures of him on the wall. I said to me mate, hey, Sammy Lee, marked him out the game in 81. Bloke behind me said, I know him. I said, oh yeah, bit of a mouth on him. Must have been it. Next time I'll buy you a beer, Frank, says Steve, if I ever see you. You ever get out? Fucking hell. I was bad, you know, now I'm worse. I've got to phone the doctors up tomorrow, see what's wrong with me. I'm in a terrible state. Really am, and my arm's gone as well. What is it? Cheers, Frank and boys. Great show. You'll never walk alone, says TW. Thank you.
Cheers, TW.
Cheers, bro.
I'm not a Coppish fan. They're not my cup of tea, says the Redbird. He said, oh yeah, it's me. It was Paul Bright. My face was red as a beet. Well, I always like saying this. I walked over to some fella and I went, hiya. And he was on his own sitting there. I said, hiya. I said, can I shake your hands, please? He said, yes. Shake your hands. I said, yes. And I spoke to this fella for half an hour. And I had to go. And I was calling him Mr. like the recruiting. Like the chat. And when I got up, I said, Mister, because if I say his name, you know who it is. I went, Mister, thank you so much. I said, I can't believe that I've been sitting down. He bought me a cup of tea. He said, would you like a coffee? And I went, no. I said, I only drink tea. And when I was walking away, I went, Mister, and he went, hey, Frank, call me Clint. I went, all right, Clint, see you again, mate. So that just got up. Clint Eastwood. You can say that. You can say that. Very knowledgeable as James, he could tie opposition fans in knots. His accent is over the top, in my opinion. Frankie Toulouse to wit. Why does he come out? Great French artist. Frankie Toulouse twat wit. The great French artist. Fuck off, Red Beard. The problem with most YouTube channels is that they encourage a lot of disrespect towards our players. Criticism is fine, mocking and disrespect is not supported. Absolutely.
Bang on, yeah.
Our motto on this show, we know our motto, get behind the team. No matter who it is, no matter what player. Criticise players by all means, but you get behind them.
At the Reds.
You encourage them. Players do notice the disrespect they receive on social media. Says it.
Of course. Yeah.
Especially from their own fans. Absolutely. Have we ever disrespected a player on this pod?
No.
Just
opinions, that's it.
Yeah.
I won't allow it.
Like, agendas is a different kettle of fish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Klopp, the amount of disrespect heard about Klopp the past month or two. Wow. Unbelievable. From our own fans, you know. Other fans are laughing their fucking heads off. They're like, come on. One thing we don't do, we don't sort of go on about disrespecting a guy who's connected to the club. I'm not a big fan of Edwards, but you won't really hear about that. You know, it's done, dusted, whatever it is. But keep on going on about something the whole time. You're a bloody politician. Come on, this is football, you know.
Well, our Douglas James, he says, Drifty from Coppish isn't a fake red. Much respect, Frank. I never said he was a fake red. But once you start saying, I'm not watching up till the end, you know, again this season, and I'm taking a sabbatical now. You might say, that's amazing, not a proper red. You stay a red. Once you're a red, you stay a red all your life. You don't say stupid things like that. To me, that
I think he was talking about me, Frank.
Who?
Because I said that Drifty was fake red for saying that.
Oh. No, he mentioned me there to Douglas. Talking Cop, aka Fat Backford. That's it, Redbeard. That's it. And Ian McKay, smart arse Ian. The Irish man nearly signed Clint. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought he was gonna say it was Clint Dempsey you were talking about. Oh, you got me. Yeah, he did. Yeah, the Yank did. Love tuning into your show, mate. Like you, I live and breathe Liverpool Football Club. First thing, yeah, I take is up the Reds. We all do. And it's going to be so emotional. I never heard any disrespect towards any player on this channel, says Steve. Thank you so much, Steve. We don't. We get behind them. You know, Samikas was getting a little bit of stick, not off us, but off K-Mac. But we, it's just opinions. We get behind Costas. We get behind him. And we've given good reports remember last season, boys? We were saying, he does.
Yeah. Same as Darwin. Get behind him.
Stop chatting, peeps. Frank needs his rest. Frank's. I'm in bulk. Little arm. I've got the situs in my right arm. And that's why you can't text. It kills me to text. To write a word or two. It's horrible. Like horrible pain. And the pain goes from my right arm to my neck, then down to my left elbow. And it's a sickening pain. It's not like a pain that you get. And I've got this groin thing now. This groin thing.
Take some cocodamol, Frank.
What?
Take some cocodamol.
No, I won't take any painkillers. I'm taking a bloody tablets. I might overdose, because of me up.
Yeah.
We might get frustrated and angry, but we'll never let any players walk alone. Say, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Get in.
Frank, what's your funniest moment at Klopp?
The funniest.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what was mad. And I thought, this was a bit of a loony, Do you ever remember down at Ivory? Was it Ivory or was it the Sleep? I don't know.
Emirates.
The Emirates. I don't know whether it was the Emirates or still. No, it was the Emirates. And Mane went through and scored a blinder from the right. Cut in, knit it. And everyone ran over to Klopp and they all jumped on his back and he was giving them a piggy eyes, And he broke his glasses. And
do you know what my favourite was?
That's what Klopp's like.
Yeah. Do you know what my favourite was, Frank?
When he went like that.
When he pulled his hamstring.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
When he pulled his hamstring.
Yeah.
That was the funniest moment for me.
That's the classic. I think.
Yeah.
Against Tottenham.
Yeah.
Douglas James says, sorry, Frank, commented the wrong person. Thank you, Douglas. You're a good man because I've seen you on here many a time and you come out with some fantastic comments. Like they all do, lads. Like they all do. This is what we want. Spot on that, team. It's our lives, isn't it? Liverpool. That's what I mean. Honest to God, that's what I mean. This is why I put it out at the beginning. Do we deserve the best? Do we deserve? We're Liverpool Football Club. We're the elite of Europe. We're the elite of British football in Europe. The elite. And people can't see that. And I'm talking Liverpool fans here. And I was very surprised that hardly any on here, not the chat, but on others, were saying about Slot. Instead of saying we want the best. Who the fuck is this fella? 5 years in the job. And K-Mac knows me score on that as well. So does Jamie, I think. Yeah. Got to be Klopp running on the pitch to celebrate. Yeah. Let me see. For me, I wonder if it's this one we might just say. For me, the most iconic moment with Jürgen was when we drew 2-2. Oh, yeah. Jürgen got the players down to the Kop to salute the fans. And that, for me, was the moment that everything changed. That's when we became believers. and everyone was pulling in the same direction. Fans and players. We got stick for it, and still do. But the irony is then, because we became galvanised as one.
What did I
What
say,
a
Frank?
comment finish on. What a
Frank,
comment.
what did I say? What did I say, Frank? That was my favourite moment of Klopp.
Yeah, you did.
What Dean's just said. That was my first ever moment with Klopp, and I knew then.
But you
He
said
was-
the
he was
funniest. You said the funniest.
Yeah, the funniest, but that was my favourite moment of Klopp. My favourite thing, better than Barcelona, better than anything else. That was my favourite moment when he got them players when we drew 2-2, and he said, "Come on, this is the start of it. We're believers."
Well, on Sunday, we'll be talking about all the Klopp moments. It'll be hard for us, because I'll be choked, you'll be choked, every fucking one else will be choked. George will be choked. Yeah, George is coming on because he's given us tickets. He said, I'll be too upset to his, he's got season tickets, as you know, for him and his son, and he's given his other son the other one. He said, so I'll come on the show. So I said, okay, George. Okay, George. And Jürgen Norbert, Klopp, the real, genuine, special one. Thank you for getting us. And he did get us. He got every single one of us. You, me, everyone. Every support. Like Shanks. I remember the game that game, everyone in the ground, players, fans, rallying around, no way where the West Brom outfit were leaving the ground with 3 points. The fight back set the tone and mentality for what was to come. JK, listen, I've got to know about the film and TV review. Do you want to let me know tomorrow?
Yeah, we can do that, yeah. I'll let you know tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, so do you want to turn on Saturday or what?
Could be, yeah. Cool.
Okay, that'll do me. Thanks for tonight, JK. Thank you so much. Love you, you know that. Darryl, thanks, mate. Thank you.
No rubbish, Frank.
And I'll just see you all on Sunday. See you on Saturday, JK. And all the chat, thank you so much. You're all wonderful people. Love you all. We're all Reds. We're all one big family. And support the best pods. Support the best pods.
Yeah. Big up, JK.
Bless bro. Bless.
Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, Ian.
Okay. Hope you feel
Cheers,
better.
Ian.
Frank.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Ian.
Ian.
Norman,
Thanks,
everyone in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheers.
go and rest it up. Go and rest it up, Frank.
Okay. I'll have to. It's mad to get knocked. I can't even bloody sit down.
Go get a cup of tea.
Great show again. I'm fed up making my own bloody tea. Douglas James, I can't promise, but I'm going to try and make it to Anfield. To catch the atmosphere. If I do make it to Liverpool, I'll be wearing FSG out t-shirt. Douglas,
Enjoy it.
I'd love you to get there, mate. I really would, because you'll be so emotional. It's going to be, I wish it could be a fucking festival. Yeah. Albeit that we're there. Singing for Jürgen. Giving him the best ever fucking send-off.
Yeah. Hope so.
I'm getting emotional. And you know, if you can't make it, Douglas, come on, you know, come on this show. Come on this show, fella. We'll take care of you. We're all one big family, remember. As the Redbird says, we're one big family. And on that note, you lovely people, I'll finish. See you later,
Night, Frank.
JK.
Night, Frank.
Take care, people.
Take care.
And you.
Night, Frank.
Good night, Tom.